Hey guys, I'm back. This is gonna be one of the episodes that I'm gonna start a series on. I think I may call it Utopia exit signs or yeah, I don't know. The names are work in progress, but anyway, this first episode is gonna cover a concept that I believe should be in the industry and utilized in terms of emergency lighting and exit signs, which is modular units. Now what I mean by that is that all parts, or most if not all parts of the sign should be replaceable easily, as well as interchangeable. So I'll give you a perfect example of what drives me crazy, personally, which is that something like this, a perfect example, is not really modular at all, because you can't replace it with a part once it goes bad. However, if they made it so that it could, like, let's see if I can get just easily, without solder or anything, just like a clip in thing, like just like this cable, if you could easily just hook different parts of the sign into each other, like this here battery thing, great example. So instead of having this that you can't replace the circuit board, the companies could instead make units so that they are easily changed out, and so therefore you can still have this LED technology right here, which is great, I think, for many reasons, you know, which is another video in and of itself that I'm gonna do, with regards to my views on how LED signs like this are like, basically I'm going to do a thing, the pros and cons of LED technology versus incandescent, which is light bulbs for the most part. But this right here is, I would say, and one could argue, a better example of non-incandescent. Well, okay, it is incandescent, but modular technology that I was talking about, because you could easily just get different bulbs for the unit once they go out. So that's a good start, I feel, to modular design. That's a great start. Also, the faceplate. Now I know I've seen people on YouTube swap faceplates of older signs, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I mean, just the bulb and the faceplate are good areas to start, but why not get deeper? Why not do more than just the bulbs and do more advanced or more important, or, okay, I don't know about important, because it's all equally important to one extent or the other, but yeah, I mean, why not have it so that you can easily, like, let's say, this transformer goes bad. Why not have it so that you can easily swap it out with the new one? Why not? Now, I get that it's probably because of money, but yeah, I personally feel that if a company did the modular design really well as made it so that you can easily get the parts for it once parts go bad or whatever, that company is going to be more popular, because people who are into helping the environment and things like that, they're going to want to buy the more modular design to help the environment. So and so it's going to, I think in theory, it might cost a bit more upfront because it's going to be newer, but yet when it comes to replacing parts, it's going to be easier, hopefully, in the long run, once this idea, if it ever catches on, and stuff catches on, you know, like, it might never, I wouldn't be surprised if it never does, because people like money. They want, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think we all know a lot of big corporations, they want money. So it makes sense as to why it hasn't caught on yet. But yeah, I mean, if we could take swapping out just the light bulb thing as well as the face plates, one or quite a few steps further to where almost everything in the sign can be replaced, why not do it? I mean, that way, in theory, or at least in my head, the company would get more money because then they could sell the parts on the internet, and then they could make money from that. And so yeah, I mean, considering how many units are sold and all that in terms of exit signs, I don't think they would see that big a drop in profits. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I mean, these signs would last longer in the long run. You wouldn't have to replace the entire unit if one little LED strip or bulb goes out. And also the other thing too is that, again, I'm not sure if I said this before, but again, you could just swap out these bulbs. Of course, I don't have them for the unit at the moment, but one day, hopefully, I will. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you could swap these out for LED bulbs, like LED retrofits with which does exist. So I mean, it's there, I feel, in baby steps right now, but I feel like we could do better personally if companies really cared about the customer and the consumer and just overall safety, because while you're out shopping for an exit sign, people are not protected if they don't have a backup in terms of a unit, because like generally stores they don't have extra signs in their storage room, so like if one goes out, that sign is not operational, or that emergency light, and so if a power goes out or whatever, an emergency happens, while they're waiting for that new sign or light, that entire unit, that's not good. Whereas I feel like maybe if there were more modular parts or signs or whatever, in theory, you may not have to wait as long, and so therefore your building spends less time unprotected or whatever. Yeah, because the part would come quicker in the mail, in theory. I mean, maybe, I don't know, this is all just theory, in my head, but, like generally something that's smaller is shipped faster, so like instead of an entire unit, if it's just a small bulb or circuit board or whatever that like that may be shipped faster. I don't know if that's how that works. I could be completely wrong. But again, this is just my personal thoughts. Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, leave your comments, thoughts, whatever in the down below, and yeah, those are my thoughts on what could be better about exit signs and emergency lights. I would personally like to see, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope in the future I do almost a part 2 of this idea, which is the whole incandescent versus LED. controversy. So maybe next time I'll give you my opinion on that. As well as something else I want to talk about that I personally don't feel is talked about enough. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.